The real estate agent wants me to sign the contract for sale. What do I do? If you're purchasing property in New South Wales, for a contract to be binding and the property to come off market, that is, no one else can buy the property or secure the property rather than you need to consider signing a contract. This question often gets asked to me from my clients. I have found the property I like. The agent's now telling me sign the contract. What you need to consider is your risk appetite, the information you've been able to obtain so far, and what way you want to buy the property. In a fast moving market like Sydney, properties can go on market and then quickly come off market on the same weekend that they go live. So often on the first open home, properties might get sold and contracts may be signed. What I generally say is to get some proper legal advice and financial advice in regards to your finance and accounting advice before signing anything. You can't commit to a property unless you're willing to risk 0.25% deposit. For $1 million purchase, you're looking at around 2,000 odd dollars, which is quite a bit of money. Things that I would be considering if you're looking at signing a contract is the property tenanted or is the vendor living in there? If it's tenanted, it's an important thing to consider and probably not a good idea to sign the contract if you want to move into the property. Number two, if it's a strata property, what do you know about strata? Is there any defect issues? Is there a pre-prepared strata report that you can consider? Can you get a copy of the annual general meeting minutes? Are you able to access enough information to ascertain whether strata is in a good condition or not? Number three, general condition of the building. Have you had a good detailed look at the building, its appliances, the condition of the building in general, or have you just done a quick walkthrough? You accept the property as is in the current condition it is in when you sign the contract. If you sign the contract and you do a building and pest inspection report or a subsequent inspection and some items are not in the condition that you want them to be, you don't really have a claim against the vendor in most cases. Is your finance going to be approved or can you afford the property? Making an offer is one thing. Being able to pay for the property is the next thing. A formal approval for finance will not be issued until you've signed a contract. Therefore, the cooling off period is important so that you can know that the bank will 100% lend you the money you need. When you're looking at signing a contract, you need to know whether the dollars and cents stack up and that you've got a good chance of getting the loan and being able to pay for the property. If you don't consider this, you might as well just throw the 0.25% in the bin. A lot of clients question, how should I do this? How should I proceed? Every purchase matter is unique. So every set of circumstances, every property is unique. Every contract is unique. There's no one way to skin a cat, as the saying goes. You need to treat each property differently and you need to speak to the agent and your trusted advisors and get as much information about the transaction as possible. The more knowledge you have, the better the decision you can make. If you don't do this up front and you just go ahead and sign a contract, you could lose important negotiation power. And you could enter into a contract that's unfavorable for you and therefore be on a quick road to lose the 0.25% deposit anyways. So, as usual, need to go and get the right advice from the right people. If you've liked this content, please like, subscribe, and follow on the channel you're watching on. Thanks.